Welcome to Sam's Russian Adventures. I'm Sam, an English guy living in Vladimir in Russia, and over the course of my about 21 years of living here, I've discovered lots of interesting products that I've only ever seen in Russia, and so that's going to be the topic of today's video. But while I talk, I like to walk around these interesting places. This is a place called Sadori. It's about 5 kilometers from Vladimir on the road to Suzdal. And actually the reason I came here to start with was because I was going to go to Sadori Center. And Sadori means like garden center. But yeah, it's actually closing, so I'm going to walk around the area instead. I love to walk around these cottage settlements, and this is a banya complex. I've got 3 banyas here. And so immediately you can see that it's not in the town because of the road and the trees. We're still waiting for the leaves to start falling. I'm guessing at one point there would have been some barrier here, but not now. I like this design. That's interesting, isn't it? I like to look at all the different designs of the different houses. All the houses, of course, are always built typically individually unless one company builds the whole thing. So you have loads of different styles. We've got our typical dog barking in the background, but this is really cool. I love this one. Look at the style, all one floor, very modern. And so we've got different buildings in different states of, well, building, I guess, process. You can see that this one here has got a banya already in the garden. Let me know which of these houses you like the most. And I can see the dog peeping under the fence. This house over here is pretty big. Can't really see much of it. I guess if you're a foreigner and you're planning to move to Russia, you're going to want to live in a house, right? Rather than an apartment. Just makes sense. It's so much nicer. Some of these houses are pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. This one's pretty big, isn't it? And whoa, that one over there, mini castle. Ha, that's so cool. So this housing estate is just going to continue growing, and the reason is because they've just built a brand new road from Vladimir to Suzdal. It's like a brand new dual carriageway highway, and it makes driving from Vladimir to Suzdal so much easier, and also driving obviously from Suzdal or from Vladimir to this place so much easier as well. Before there used to be a lot of traffic. It was pretty annoying to kind of live here and get stuck in traffic jams all the time, whereas now, yeah, so much development going on. What do you think goes on in this building here? It's got stairs going up to it. Check out the gate. It looks scary, doesn't it? And this is Cherry Street. And you can see the sign here that talks about the fruits and vegetables and flowers you can buy. The entire industry of this kind of small settlement, and there's a kind of a Soviet area down the road, is all based on, well, growing things. So like gardens, strawberries, fruits, vegetables and flowers for sale. And you can see that some of these houses, they were built in the, well, I'd guess the 90s and the early 2000s. A lot of them remind me of the US and of the UK, especially this kind of style with the red brick. What do you think? And we've got manicured lawns here as well, look. Are we in the US? So the first strange product is hrenavucha. Ha! That is a very Russian sounding name, isn't it? Ha! It even sounds a bit Jewish with the or Arabic. but basically it's a horseradish alcoholic drink. A strong drink, usually typically like 40 degrees like vodka, but made from horseradish. I like this one. What do you think? It's really funny with people that don't really watch a lot of my content, because I'll get comments, like I'll definitely get comments after this video saying, Sam, why are you showing like really nice houses? Russians don't live like that. You're just trying to portray Russia as really being really amazing. Why don't you show the kind of typical areas where typical everyday people live? And then on the other videos where I show more run-down areas, or areas that are kind of like a mixture of small old houses and big houses together, people will say, Sam, why are you trying to show Russia in a negative light and trying to show everything as bad? And it's kind of frustrating. I wish people had watched more of my content and understand that I'm showing everything. I'm not showing any of the amazing stuff and then all of the bad stuff. No, I'm showing everything how it is. I'm just going to an area and filming it. And if it's good, it's good, and if it's bad, it's bad. But I don't delete stuff. You'll see that even when I go to really nice areas, I'm quite often filming the old larders and stuff like that on the street. I'm not trying to portray Russia in any kind of particular way. I'm just filming it as it is. This is interesting. It's obviously some sort of mural or something, but all we've got is a tree and a gnome. This one's pretty nice, isn't it? What do you think of that? It's great to see all the wood stacked up. That's a sign that they've got a nice fireplace in there. So look what we've got here. We've got a stone snowman. All different types of houses and all different types of crazy dogs that are angry with me. Or maybe he's not angry, maybe he just wants to say hello, right? So we've got a few houses all looking pretty similar here. So one thing it seems that Russians are really good at, well, not just one, but this is one of them, and it's making alcoholic drinks, strong alcoholic drinks from different berries and different fruits. We have a thing that you can buy usually when you go to a bar, and they're called nastoyki. And what they are is they're like different shots of different kind of fruit or berry drinks that are strong like vodka. And typically they'll sell them in like a rack of maybe 5, it's like a holder with places for 5 or 4 different shot glasses, and you'll get 4 or 5 different flavored like drinks basically. And typically Chrenavucha is one of them. This estate is going on for miles. And we've got a nice fresh plot if someone wants to build a house here. The next one is also an alcoholic drink called Medavucha, and basically that's made from honey. It's like a beer made from honey. There's different flavors, different strengths of honey, and you can get it. Well, Suzdal is one of the places that sells this. Well, if you go anywhere around Suzdal, there'll be people selling it, and of course you can buy it in supermarkets too. The other one that's found in Suzdal is called Spitin, and that is it's a non-alcoholic drink made from herbs and berries, and it's supposed to be very good for your immune system. I've never drunk it myself, to be fair. It doesn't sound like something that's going to be very nice. If you've tasted it, let me know. Next we've got Tvorog. Now I can't say it properly because I can't roll my R's, so any Russian word that requires the rolling of R's doesn't sound right when I say it, but essentially it's Russian cottage cheese, and it's used in lots of Russian recipes. I actually use it myself for breakfast. I have it for breakfast every day. I chop it up, open it from the packet, chop it up, add Greek yogurt, and then put berries on it like raspberries or blueberries, and it's absolutely perfect. It's an amazing breakfast. Now this is also used, this cottage cheese is used for syrniki. That's a traditional Russian breakfast, and well, I actually did a taste test where I went and tried all the different Russian breakfasts. You can find my video comparing different Russian breakfasts, and go check it out. They are amazing, and I think every Russian person knows how to make them. The next strange product is of course salo, and well, that is my probably worst favorite of all the Russian foods. I made a video about me taste testing the worst Russian foods, and for me, I don't like it because the idea of eating pork fat isn't nice, but Russians love it. I really like this type of fence. What do you think? You can almost see through it, but you can't see through it. So in Russia, kids drive around on these things in the villages. Like kids that are like 10 years old, they terrorize my village. When it comes to the correct way to eat pork fat, typically Russians freeze it, take it out of the freezer, leave it to thaw for a few minutes, and then slice it into really thin slices, and then have a drink and have a slice, or put it onto some bread with a bit of garlic. I understand why they like it. I just can't myself kind of stomach the idea of it being pork fat. The next product that's very, very popular in Russia, especially in summer, is kvass. Kvass is a drink. I think it's made out of barley. I might be wrong, okay? I might be wrong, but it's kind of like a wheaty kind of bread-based drink, non-alcoholic. There is a tiny, tiny amount of alcohol in it, but you know, kids can drink it. It's kind of like the same amount of alcohol, I guess, as shandy. And it's an acquired taste. It's really good in summer because when you drink it, after you drink it, you feel very refreshed. Even though while drinking it, you maybe don't feel very refreshed. It's weird. It's kind of like drinking bread. That's kind of what it tastes like. But it's a very, very popular drink in Russia, and you definitely need to try it when you come here. You can buy it at every supermarket. But also, when you go around and drive around the countryside, you're going to see parks and at different places, and especially at festivals, you're going to see big barrels where they sell it, and they sell it on tap and pump it out for you. Or if you're driving down the road, you might see, you know, like a big sign saying kvass. You stop, pull over, and they pour it into a cup for you. It's very nice in the countryside in the summer, definitely. I wonder how long this has been there for. It's been there so long that it's already embedded itself into the grass. So if you watch my video about the worst Russian foods that I've talked about already, there was a I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a meat jelly concoction that I really can't stand. It's called Horseradish, and it's essentially meat boiled and then has a layer of jelly on the top, and the jelly is made from meat broth. It's not for me, but this is probably the worst Russian food as far as I can think of. Russians again love it. It's a great source of like basically like fish oil. You know how people have fish oil to help with the bones? Well, people in Russia, or in the past, they would have eaten Horseradish to help with their bone health. Got the high fences going on, so we really can't see much. I like this house. So next we've got a cold soup. Blimey! Oh, dogs! So over there in the distance you can see the Soviet panel houses, and then inside here we've got all the combine harvesters, and the tractors. We'll probably sneak in there in the next video and see if we can film some stuff. Up here we've got what remains of a big Soviet street light. This is so that I remember it for next time. So I'm running late. It's my friend's birthday and we're going to the banya this evening. It's a Thursday, and so I just wanted to say the last strange product in Russia is birch juice. It's weird, I've forgotten the name of it in Russian. Someone let me know. The internet's not working here, so I can't check online, but it's juice that's drained from birch trees. I'm sure they're birch trees. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had it. It's an acquired taste. It's supposed to be really good for you. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously it's a natural juice. I can remember it being a bit sour. So here and all throughout this settlement you've got loads of garages where people store the fruits and the vegetables and the flowers that they grow on their land to sell. This is a nice house, very kind of gothic, interesting. What about these trees? And here we are back at the banyas again. So today's video was a bit of a rush job. I've now got 10 minutes to get all the way back into town to pick up my mate whose birthday it is and go to a different banya. Ha! Should be fun. So yeah, I'm out of breath. I've been doing some fast walking, but I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a bit of a rush, as I said, but I'm definitely going to come back here because I really want to check out the whole agricultural industry here, all the vegetables and flowers, go to the garden centre, and I've only covered about 10% of the housing area here, and also I want to visit the Soviet housing area too. So yeah, that'll probably be what something I'll maybe film tomorrow. And so you guys always say, why do you have an old Porsche? Well, the turbo is going to come in handy right now.